Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's time for another manga chapter review. Welcome once again. It was weird to say that because it's been a while since I've done a manga chapter review. This is going to be on chapter 13 of Shojo Null. I am pre-recording this because I think I have like two videos that I recorded back in the winter and or in December, and I never actually posted them. So I am a little bit behind when it comes to having this on time. Um, anyways, this is gonna be on Shoujo no chapter 13, and I'm trying to get my notes here ready and prepared. So yeah, this is gonna be on a series that comes out in Shonen Jump, and at the moment, it's the only one that I'm reading from Shonen Jump. Usually, I have multiple ones. I am returning back to Elusive Samurai. I do have that in my to-do list, but other than that, there's not a lot of series that I'm reading from them. I do have a lot of Viz Media that I'm reading from them, but not particularly Shonen Jump. So, okay, we're following the story of Raya Marie, and now they're about to fight Amamiya, which is. Um, he is one of the best detectives that the cops have. And we have him right there in the beginning. Now, we do get a little background story from him, which was really needed. Um, so I was excited for this chapter. Now, before anything else, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you check out my first 12 videos on this series because I do have 12 videos on this series already. So go check those out. Also, subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can follow me on social media in the description below, and I will. There'll be some changes here and there, but not really. So hopefully you guys will appreciate all that. So thank you guys so much for the support you do show this channel, and hopefully you guys continue. Coming back and watching these videos because I really enjoy making them. Lately, we've kind of been on a downward slope when it comes to views, but it'll pick up. There's always it's a roller coaster here on YouTube, so it is what it is. Okay, so Ria Marie finally got caught by Mamiya. They are getting help through their friend, who is basically shutting off all communication in the building. So Mamiya is kind of screwed in the sense of letting know their cop friends where he is. Now, chapter 12 ended with him kind of giving off his idea of what's going to happen, and he kind of repeats it here, and that's essentially that he doesn't need to fight Marie at full force, and Marie notices that because she feels like she's winning but at the same time not going anywhere, and she's like, why are you pulling punches? And he explains to her like, it I don't need to beat you. I The cops are going to realize that I'm missing, and that is going to give them a red flag to come and protect me. Like, I have an army of cops that will back me up, where you might have just a few people. Now, he doesn't know who all is working behind Rhea and Marie. Doesn't realize that it's only like a group of three in total. So, but he can't really, he can't really say that is really the best option anyways, because he's still surrounded by two. It's a 2v1 really, and although Rhea's not really doing any of the punches, but still 2v1 because Rhea's still watching for Marie's back. Now, he then goes to like a background story of how he became a cop. Now, before that, there is a scene where Kamiki, the chief of the cops, he is talking to one of his assistants. He's like, "It's weird that Amamiya has not reported yet," and she's like, "Oh yeah, he doesn't have signal. Like, we can't contact him." And he's like, "Okay, that's a red flag." She's like, "Well," and this is where, if it wasn't Amamiya, maybe the plan would have failed. But because it is Amamiya, that's why it worked. And because the assistant goes, well, maybe he just turned off his phone, or maybe he took a break, and he wants to be off the grid. He's like, nope. He goes off the book. He would never do something like that. So red flag, and he immediately gets a group of people. We're gonna go and find him. And yeah, Amamiya was right about Kamiki at least, putting his foot down and saying we're gonna get him. Now again, the building is surrounded by Jinji, so even if they get there, they still have to deal with them. They're it's all like the ones that were being used for the experimentation weird religious group that was there. So yeah. Anyways, after all that, we do get a background story on our Amamiya character, and essentially he was running a drug group while he was just a kid with homeless people, and he was essentially caught by the cops. And Kamiki took him under his wing and essentially corrupted him. Like he told him, "Hey, you could be doing all these crimes under the law. Like as long as you're under the cops and under our protection, you can be a cop and do all these crimes and get paid for it and really be respected almost for it." And that's how he freaking got the job. Like he knows that he's corrupted and he's okay with it. So we go back to the fight, and Marie does not have the upper hand. He starts taking it serious because there's so much he can do to just defend. And the chapter ends with Rhea. Again, Rhea's a human, so it's kind of harder to explain why he killed a human than to explain why he killed a Jinjin, a robot. So he puts himself in front of her and defends her, and that's the end of the chapter. That's how the chapter ends. Really good chapter. I think it definitely intensified what I mean. One, Rhea is already giving up himself that he is protecting her. Like, there's no doubt now he is protecting her, right? But two, we got a little bit of background on Mamma Mia. I was not expecting him to be corrupted as much as he was, but it puts a little bit less of a dagger of okay, this is not good against good. This is good against bad. Like the cops are corrupted. And I thought there was just a few like Kamiki, but no, he's corrupted. He knows that he's corrupted. He's okay with being corrupted. So it's a shame. It really is. But oh well. It is what it is. So for now, guys, that is all that I have for this chapter. I think next chapter we'll finalize this fight, either for kind of a draw and having them escape, or we're gonna get Elmia killed. How I don't know how, but he might get killed next chapter, hopefully. And luckily for me, that chapter, at least of time of recording, has already released. I think there is chapter 14 is already out, so I can read it today and review it today if I wanted to, which I might. But chapter 15 releases Sunday, so I'm excited for that as well. So thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, subscribe to my channel, give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing, and I will see you next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.